Good morning, welcome to Life in Style. This is our best segment every week, books and blogs, and of course, Restaurant of the Week. This week we do it a bit differently. As you know, we're in someone's home, and this lady has taken incredible risks in her life to get to where she is now. Recently launched a book called Breakfast with the King, and her name is Jazz.
Hi. Yes, it is.
You
yes.
are most welcome.
Thank
First,
you
I love
for
your
coming
name, by the way.
to my house.
Thank you for inviting us to your home. It's beautiful. Just
Thank
you and
you.
your husband.
Yes,
We need
for
to
now.
let people know who your husband is, by the way.
Oh, yes. His name is Gigi.
Yes.
He's a DJ on another station. I don't know if I should be saying that right now.
With the unit, maybe. The
Yes,
unit.
with K Crew.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool stuff. How long have you been married?
This is our third year.
Oh, I thought it was more recent than that.
No, I know. We look like a new couple.
You do? Okay.
And then I have this baby face. And we just look like these two kids who got
3
married.
years.
Yeah, this is the third year because we got married in 2014.
Okay. So
Yes.
how do you keep it so fresh? Don't know we've digressed from the main topic.
I know. It's been fun. Let me just say that marriage is really fun.
Is
I mean, it
it?
has its moments, but it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, you get through those moments, get to the good
Yeah.
times. Yes.
I went through your IG, as you know I should. And I saw a certain post there, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
Tying it up to the marriage factor.
Yes.
But first, let's talk about your book, Breakfast with the King.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
It's classy. Like, it's dynamic. Like, as in, it's everything.
We thank God. Honestly, it's been a long time coming. Like we were just discussing right now
Yes.
that it's been 8 months of waiting, working, and it's finally here. Yeah.
How long did it take you to first write it?
The writing in this case, with the shooting as
Yes.
well, the shooting of the photos, took us about 3 months. Then the editing and everything else, finding printers, that whole process, deciding on a cover,
Right.
that took 6 months, like total. And then the shipping took another 2 months because of the clearance and
Right.
everything. But yeah, so it's 8 months of work.
So 3 months of writing. So had you been, writing before and accumulating all these recipes?
Here is the funny thing, and this
Right.
is how I'm so certain that this was God's
A
gift
God
to me.
project, yeah.
Because the day I was just in the same sitting room, and it was a Tuesday, and I just had something like a voice telling me, write a book about breakfast. I'd been wanting to write a book for a very long time, but I could never get a theme in my head. And I'm the type of person who doesn't like forcing things. I like things when
Has
they
to be
flow,
natural,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
because everything comes from that. And so I was like, breakfast. I love breakfast. It's like my favorite meal of the day.
Is it?
I get excited about breakfast dates. You know, my husband will take me for dinner. I'm just like, whatever.
Breakfast dates.
Breakfast dates are a thing.
Like,
Let me
you
tell
wake
you
up,
that.
dress up to go for
Wake up
breakfast.
earlier.
Oh, earlier.
So you're not late for work.
And go for breakfast.
Yes, and go for breakfast. And then you choose different locations every time. And so I was like,
You're a
breakfast.
weird one.
And I know. And I am just loving, I love breakfast.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, breakfast. And then I was like, but how many breakfast recipes do I know?
Right.
So I took like a pen. Actually, it was my phone. I took my phone and I just started writing, like, the note.
Yes, the notepad,
Yes. I started writing, I was like the titles of recipes. Like there's that. I wrote 30 recipes in 10 minutes. And that's when I was like, whoa, we have something here. Because I didn't even think I knew how to make that many things for breakfast.
Right.
Because it feels like such a limited
Yeah,
meal of the day.
We grew up on superloaf and tea.
Every single day.
Yeah.
I'm on guaches. You know.
Yeah.
And then also people miss breakfast a lot because you're rushing out to go to work. Because traffic
I'm
in
one
Nairobi.
Of those, yeah.
And so I was like, oh, that's a lot. And it's so funny because immediately the same voice tells me, do a devotional. And I'm like,
Whoa.
okay, hold up, God. Because at this point, I recognize it's the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
And I'm like, do you want me to put them together? How is this going to work?
What's the plan? Yeah.
And he was like, yes, because people read devotionals in the morning. And I was like, that is genius.
Goodness.
You know, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. This was not my idea. And I was like, yes, let's do this. And I texted my best friend and my husband. And I was like, I think God wants me to write a book for breakfast and a devotional.
Spot.
Pray.
What did they say?
They said, do it. Like they were like, yes, we're praying. But both of their responses were very positive as it's time.
Yeah.
And we just started.
Just like that.
Just like that, I called the photographer. We met like the next day.
Yeah.
We started shooting that Sunday.
tell us about, first of all, your background, because I know people watching are wondering, okay, she just came up with 30 recipes in 10 minutes.
Yes. I don't know where to start from.
The educational bit.
Oh, yes. I studied culinary arts and restaurant management in Spain. It was a hard time the first year because I learned in Spanish and Catalan, which are two different languages.
So you can speak Spanish?
Yes, fluently.
Okay.
We can talk about that later.
Okay.
But I remember I went to Spain with my, and started a course for basic Spanish, like, where is a toilet? The basic things.
At least relate
to
something
us.
to food.
No, I mean, like, you learn the type of Spanish that will help you get around. Like, where's the supermarket? Where's the bus stop?
Right.
And so then my course started, because I'd already applied for it. And it started too soon, because I wasn't done with learning Spanish.
Oh, okay.
And my sister was like, just go.
She lives there?
Yes. She's like, just to go and see how it is.
Yeah.
And so I showed up with my books and everything, just ready for the first day. And the professor comes in, and they're speaking in a different language. Like, I could tell it wasn't the Spanish I was used to
learning.
Hearing. Yes. So I'm like, what is this? And then someone told me that's Catalan. And I'm like, nobody told me about Catalan.
Okay, is that a language?
They have different languages in every province in Spain.
Oh, like now Kikuyu, Embu, like that?
And they teach with them.
What? Like,
so we were in the area
called?
That's near Barcelona, Catalunya, so there's Catalan. If you're in Valencia, it's Valenciano. So they teach.
So who speaks Spanish then?
They still do. It's just that there are some provinces that are very
traditional.
Very traditional, yes. Like they even want to be separated from Spain. It's like a whole
so
thing.
You went to class and it's Catalan.
I was like, what is this? What is going on? Yeah, and so the whole first year of me learning was 2 dictionaries. Like, this is how I used to study for exams. Catalan to Spanish, Spanish to English, and then try and make sense of what I just wrote.
No.
So my friends helped me out with their notes a lot, because I think I just used to be writing things. And then when I'm writing things, I'm searching in the dictionary, I'm like, there's no word like this. It was hard. The first year was hard, but after I passed the first year, I remember me and my sister looking at each other like, let's go on, let's do the second. And then by the second year, I had caught up with everything.
Can I sip on this homemade?
Please do.
What did you call this?
This is just some apple juice.
It has to be in such a glass.
Yes.
In our homes,
presentation
like that.
is
It's
everything. It makes even the basic things look much better. Yes.
That's very good. Okay, so you studied for what, 3 years? 2 years?
Yes, 3 years.
3.
Yes.
Graduated. Why did you leave Spain?
2010 was the year that I got saved, and immediately I could feel the Lord telling me go back home, which didn't make sense to me at that time, because I had just finished clearing. I was, I think, 19. So at that point I'm thinking, wow, I can move to the big city. I don't have to live with my sister.
Yeah. Independence.
Everyone gets excited at that point.
Yeah.
And maybe God knew that maybe I would have lost my way that way. So that's the moment he just called me back. And he told me move back home, because the friends I had at the time, the environment I was in, always was an influence for me to keep falling.
Okay.
So every time I tried to get saved, and that's why I'm using the word tried.
Yes.
Because I would give my life back to Christ, and then immediately, my friends are going out, and I'm like, I don't want to say no. But the peer pressure is real, and sometimes it's even from you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll go. I just won't drink. Yeah. By 4 o'clock, 4 a.m., I'll be the most drunk in that group, because you're trying to catch up. No, I'm telling you, it was really sad how I just kept messing up, and I wasn't happy with my life. And so when he said go back home,
it was a rescue mission.
I was like, okay, but here's the thing, God, we made a deal. I was like, I won't even call the friends I know back home if you promised to give me new friends that know you and can help me even with my work, because I felt like I needed
stability.
Yes. And I moved back, and he was so faithful till this day.
Till today.
And funny enough, now I can be with my old friends, and their lives do not affect my work.
Because you're stronger now.
Yeah, because I also like telling people, doesn't mean when you get saved, hate your friends. That's not even what I'm saying. It's just that he removes you there from a while, for just a short time, until you're able to be together.
Yeah.
And now you'll be influencing them to godliness. So,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so from this book, now that you've established a little bit about your background,
Yes.
From this classic book, I need to like add that word in there.
Thank you so much.
So we talk about, you said, so it's recipes coupled with devotionals in there.
Yes.
Okay, so for example, now I've just randomly opened this page.
Yes.
Grapefruit and 3 tomatoes. So even tomato has an ear.
Yes.
Oh, it's a Spanish thing. What?
Yes.
You show us. So where's the devotional, for example, that goes with this, or how does it work?
What we did, since it's 70 breakfast recipes.
70
Yes.
in this book.
Yes. We decided to put a 10-day devotional. So what we did is before every new chapter, there are 2 pages, 2 days of the devotional. So you see? So before a new chapter, day 3, day 4, like that.
Oh wow!
So because we didn't know where to put the devotionals at first. We're like, do we put them in the front or do we throw them at the back? That just didn't seem right. Let's just find a way to just blend them inside.
So at the end of every chapter, before a new chapter,
2 days of the devotional.
Wow!
Yeah, and since it's 6 chapters, so they just
completed
fitted perfectly.
With a prayer.
Yes.
And you wrote this too?
Yes, I wrote that from my walk, things I've been learning, contentment, the power of giving, even when you don't have a lot. Things that I've learned in my walk. And also, it's not about eloquence. That's one thing I've learned about God using us. It's just about availability.
And just trusting the process. And
and He'll do the rest of the work.
Yeah, as you have witnessed Him do.
Yes.
So everything in this book was made in this house. Styled by you.
This sitting room.
It's beautiful.
Thank you so
Styled by
much.
yourself.
Yes.
So you even discovered gifts that you possessed that you didn't even know you had.
Because I was really bad at styling food before. Even in school.
Yeah.
Everyone had this, they do the plates with the
thing.
sauce and and they panga things, and I'm just there like
looking.
what's going on? So I think when we started shooting my photographer, and I realized he didn't know how to style food because he was used to also shooting models. Because food photography is very different.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, it's for learning.
Yeah.
And we just learn as you go.
It is beautiful.
Thank you.
Just having seen the roses back there. I mean, guys would have
to... And he did a really good job with the photography.
Oh, it's very crisp. I love it. Talk to us about the design of the book. So you were telling me earlier, like when we see color at the start of every chapter. So take us through that.
First of all, shout out to Wamboi and Peter Ngabura. They're the ones who did the design for the book. Wamboi just has an eye for things. She would, perhaps I can show the camera. She would perhaps take what I'm wearing and take that color and like make that the theme color for that whole chapter.
Yeah.
And just little details. Like she just had an eye for that, because we realized after we had done the writing and the photos, when we put them together, it still didn't look nice. So what she did is she came in, and in such a smooth way, she didn't even struggle. Like, she was just seated on this couch and she said, let's put this here. Wow. And she brought it to life. She really brought it to life.
Yeah. So it's true, God sends you helpers once you decide to be obedient.
Yes, He does. Every step of the way. Like, I was never in lack of support. Like, when I didn't know a printer was brought. Photographer, there he is. Like, it's been such a faith project. Yeah.
Okay, 8 months to just get this out.
Yes.
People take years. At least most of those whom we've had conversations with take, at the very minimum, a year or two to just finish writing.
Yes, because it's work.
You took 8 months.
Yes.
This is getting the book from abroad to here, combined.
It's because, I also think it's because I know myself in this terms of, if I took a break, I wouldn't have finished it. So for me, I knew, keep doing it. Even if, for example, you have not found a printer and we're still shooting, let's keep shooting. Shoot as if you have a printer already,
I like that.
Because once we're done, God is going to sort us out with a printer. And He did. But if I took a break, because I know myself, I procrastinate, I would have taken those 3-4 years to write this. And this time around, this was the one thing that God told me, you need to be obedient. You need to finish this, because I'm a starter. I start things. You know the struggle.
Totally.
You start a lot of things with a lot of psych, and then you don't finish. And so this was that one thing. I was like, I need to be accountable. I need to
Right.
finish it. And so that's why.
And I like how it ties into your fascination or excitement with breakfast. Like God had to give you something you already are excited about.
Yes, thank God.
So it was very easy like that. So any young person watching who wants to maybe take risks even with writing their books or whatever it is God has called them or asked them to do. Yours took 8 months, and I must tell you, you're the first I've met who's taken such a short time.
Oh my gosh, that's short.
No, really.
I didn't
Yours
know
is
that.
really short.
Oh,
In fact, we should say 6 because the 2 months was the shipping and
Yes,
handling.
it was the waiting.
Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yours is 6 months. And it's not at your Shumushumu book. Okay, Shumushumu stands for something.
Okay, I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's not a Shumushumu book. This you could sell it anywhere from international airports to international bookstores.
Yes, yes.
And it's so classy.
Thank you. Gosh, you keep saying that. And
Because it is.
Still,
Because it is.
Thank you so much.
I mean, if you haven't had it enough, well, I'll maybe keep singing that song.
I think also because we didn't want to do an ebook. It's like I wanted to do an ebook. Easy way out.
Yeah.
And God, like the Holy Spirit just telling me that's too easy. I need something you're gonna trust me for.
And keep, as for your kids.
And it's a kitchen. It's a cooking book. It needs to be passed on. It needs to be in the kitchen. Perhaps they'll even get a few spills.
Right.
It needs to be of good quality.
Yes.
So I did not want to compromise on that at all. Yeah.
Okay, so look into your camera and just give some words of wisdom to people who
Anyone
are
out there?
starters.
Okay.
But they start and they stop, start again, wait, stop, then
Yes.
eventually give up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What can I say? You can finish whatever God is calling you to do. Let me tell you one thing that really convicted me during the time I was doing this book was the parable of the talents and how the master left, one with one, one with 5, yes. And when he came back, the one with 5 had doubled them, the one with 2 had doubled, but the one with 1 had buried it. And at this point, you'd expect the master to just show mercy and be like, come here, it's okay, I'll show you how to do it. And I was so shocked because I was reading the Bible and he's like, you fool, you should have taken it to the bank. And I would have found it with interest.
Gained interest, yeah.
And that to me, I don't know how people have also interpreted that verse, but for me, I was like, wow. At the end of it all, I will be accountable to God for every gift he has placed in me, for everything I've done or not done. And I do not want to be the one who has buried. So think about it that way. Stop operating out of feelings, emotions. Oh, I don't feel like this. By the way, if we only did the things we felt like doing, we wouldn't do much.
Wow.
So just do it. Of course, don't do anything haphazardly. Trust, let God lead you and then do that and finish it and complete it. And he will give you the grace, the resources. He'll equip you, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because his
And
ways
you'll
are
finish
excellent.
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. When were you writing?
During work. I was telling her earlier how I work with my father and we sell car parts, which has nothing to do with food.
Right.
And in between clients, honestly.
Yeah.
And you should see me on Kirinyaga Road. I am in full
This
Kirinyaga Road.
elegance is not there.
It's not there. I can't even speak English on Kirinyaga Road. I feel like my brain
What
just
do you speak?
automatically goes to
Swahili. Oh,
and
okay.
Kikuyu.
Oh.
Full time.
You're fluent in Kikuyu?
Yeah, so I'm just there like, unataka nini,
So Spanish, katahu?
Catalan.
That one?
Yes, in English and Swa. And so it's so funny because when my friends have come to the shop and they'll be talking to me in English and I'm like, you akuna. Like, it's like my mind just knows.
You're switched to another zone.
So I was doing it in between clients. It's like, I remove for them, give them, sell, go back to the computer and start typing because I sit at the front, so I could still do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you feel the need to have an editor go through it?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
And I had a friend.
Okay.
Her name is Kave, and she's the one who actually edited the whole of the devotional.
The devotional.
Yes.
Because then the recipes are yours. You know this is how this food is supposed to turn out, so no one
and the
can
rest,
touch
we
that.
still had another editor. We went through with now the couple that did the design, because even grammar, you can write a recipe as if you're talking to someone, but there's a way you need to make it formal.
Right.
So they helped me with that as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, should people want to buy this book, What's the process?
The process is you can get it on my website, cookingwithjazz.com. You'll just go to a tab written Breakfast with the King and you can order it there. And there is free delivery in Nairobi. And if you're outside of Nairobi, by the way, don't fret. I have delivered books this whole week outside. We can send it to you whether you're in Coast, Thika, wherever, Nanyuki, Embu. Also, you can order by calling this number 0712 825 095. 0712 825 095.
Okay.
Yes, and we'll just have it delivered to you.
What if they want to get in touch, say for example, with your that couple? Remember the names again? The ones who did the one who brought color.
Peter and Wambui. They're not keen on social media. You can call me, or you can find me on my pages on social media, Cooking with Jazz, on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, or cookingwithjazz.com, my website, and I will give you their contacts.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Okay. So if I was to go back and you're not having your drink, it's red. What is it first of all?
I am sipping. This is blackcurrant and apple juice.
The soda or the fruit?
Juice. The
You have
fruit.
to forgive some of us.
The fruit.
The fruit,
Yes.
blackcurrant fruit.
Yes,
Like
yes.
it's a real fruit.
Yes.
You buy it
and
here
they're
in Kenya.
actually sold in the supermarket.
Like
Nakumats.
no.
Yes. I just did some product
What do they look
placement
like?
there.
It's okay, but
They're just dark.
this is for me.
They're dark. Yeah, they're dark
That
purple.
doesn't help.
I will show you after this.
After this,
After this,
these
we
are
can have
blackcurrant.
that store.
Oh yeah, let's have
Yes.
that conversation. By the way, everything you have as a recipe, the ingredients are found locally.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Here is what I did. I shop wherever I
Around,
shop
yeah.
in all the big
Marikiti,
supermarkets.
supermarkets.
Yes,
Suki.
and plus I also partnered with Healthy You on this book because I have a whole section of healthy recipes, granola, all those things where you have to use oats and pumpkin seeds and all those seeds, and Kenyans are like, where are you getting the seeds
Yeah.
from?
And what's your favorite meal?
Oh, you don't make me choose.
Oh yeah, it's
Don't
difficult.
make me choose.
Okay,
It's
what's
so
your
hard.
hubby's favorite?
He doesn't have any. Honestly,
Maybe whatever is put there.
let me tell you, my husband is the type of guy who I'm always experimenting things. So 1 minute he'll be like, pesto is number one. And the minute I try, like, let's say some kebabs in the house, he'll be like, hey, babe, is this and your number one? You know? So it's changed so much
There's
that
many number ones.
I really just don't know what he likes anymore. But he knows what he doesn't like, but he likes a lot.
Yeah.
He just likes a lot.
Oh yeah, he's such a
and I'm
lucky
happy that he's
chick,
not
yeah.
a picky eater. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're one lucky woman. Okay, your parents must be very proud of you.
Oh my gosh, yes. My mother especially, because it's so funny when I was writing the introduction to this book, you know, now I had to write like my story from
Yes.
like when I started liking to cook.
Yes.
And I didn't realize how big of a role she played. My mom was not that keen on cooking, but she really, whenever I wanted to try something new, she would take me to the supermarket, shop whatever you want. If things get burnt, ni sawa, what do you want to try?
Wow.
She didn't, let's say, keep me away from the oven or something. You know, there are those parents who tell you, see, to me, oven,
Yes.
steamer.
She
You know,
wasn't
she used
the
to know
one.
that at least I'm not gonna be there the whole day.
Yeah.
So it's so funny because when I was writing, I was like, wow, she played such a grand role. She used to take me to her friend's place to cook for them, to teach them how to
Wow.
cook.
Wow.
Yeah, she was like my PR. Way before I knew I
Yeah.
needed PR or anything. And so she was so excited about this. Like she was even the type of woman, she's like, delivery, I'll do them. I'll do them. So thank you
Herself.
so much, Mom.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know we have to stop this here, but we're not done yet with you because we'll be coming after this break. Today, again, we do Restaurant of the Week a bit differently. As you can see, this table is laid out with everything handmade.
A little something.
But this is a lot. Even the biscuits.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'm so sorry.
I just saw that.
Yes,
No, but we'll
yes.
be coming back after the break to test out a little bit of what Jasmine can do in the kitchen. Yeah, put her money where her mouth is,
Yes.
so to speak.
Yes.
Yeah, but so don't go too far, as well as her friends will be joining us.
Yes.
So after the break.